this video, we're going over the new top 5 fastest TTK meta loadouts here in Black Ops 6. I will be going over both 5 and 8 attachment class setups. Let's get into it. For class setup number 1, we're taking a look at the PPSH 41, one of the best SMGs in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. Let's take a look. Now for the optic, we are going to be rocking the Kepler Microflex, clean, simple, easy to use. For the muzzle, we are going to be rocking the suppressor, keeping us off the mini-map when firing. For the muzzle, we are going to be running the long barrel for the maximum damage range, giving us the fastest and most consistent time to kill. For the underbarrel, we are going to be using the vertical foregrip to drastically bump up more horizontal recoil control. We're going to need it. For the magazine, we are going to be using extended mag 2, giving us a very healthy 55 rounds. For the stock, we are going to be rocking the quick draw stock to give us the fastest aim down sight speed. It's amazing on this SMG. For the laser, we are going to be running the target laser to remove all aim idle sway and also bump up more aim walking steadiness so we can hit our shots a little bit easier at longer ranges. And then finally, for the fire mod, we are going to be running recoil springs to further improve that horizontal recoil as well as vertical recoil control. A great class setup to go ahead and have with your PPSH 41. Once you jump in the firing range, you're going to see here that we have a setup that does have a fast sprint out. ADS is nice, aim walking movement speed is going to be respectable, and we are going to have a very controlled recoil pattern with a suppressed PPSH class setup. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at this right now. For the 5 attachment loadout, what we are going to do is you have to remove the recoil springs, the target laser, and you're also going to go ahead and drop the Kepler Microflex off your class setup. Now, this is going to be a solid setup here, and you guys can see we're still going to have a respectable sprint out, ADS, and we're still going to have controllable recoil. If you cannot control the recoil with this loadout, you are going to have to remove the suppressor and put on the compensator to further improve that vertical recoil control. But I am going to warn you that the muzzle flash might be a little bit too insane here. So if you like to be suppressed, I would recommend running the gunfighter build with 8 attachments. But in all reality, you cannot go wrong with a 5 attachment PPSH loadout as well. This SMG is good no matter which way you approach it. And by the way, if you need help leveling up your weapons, JACKAL Mods has you covered. They offer services such as max leveling all of your weapons, as well as unlocking camo challenges all the way up to dark matter. They even have COD points and limited time operator bundles for purchase on the website as well. So for cheap, reliable, and fast Black Ops 6 services on all platforms, check out JACKAL Mods. Link is at the top of the description. And make sure to use my discount code EARS to save on your purchases. For class setup number 2, we're taking a look at the CYPHER 091, one of the hardest hitting assault rifles in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. For the optic, we're going to be running the Kepler Microflex. For the muzzle, we're going to be putting on the compensator to bump up that vertical recoil control. For the barrel, we're going to be utilizing the reinforced barrel to improve both damage range and bullet velocity. You can't go wrong with this. For the underbarrel, we absolutely must run the vertical foregrip to bump up more horizontal recoil control. For the magazine, on this assault rifle, we can luckily get away with rocking the extended mag 2 choice, giving us a healthy 60 rounds. For the rear grip, on all assault rifle loadouts, we are going to be utilizing the commando grip, offering both aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed benefits. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the infiltrator stock so we can walk around aim down sight fast as hell with that improved aim walking movement speed. And then finally, for the fire mod, we are going to be rocking the recoil springs, which are a massive W, giving us further horizontal and vertical recoil control. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment class setup, you're going to be very happy because we have a fast ADS, sprint out speed is nice, aim walking movement speed is nice, and we also have a controllable assault rifle with rapid fire, and we can still get the 3-shot kills with the CYPHER. Definitely go ahead and check this loadout out if you are absolutely trying to dominate with this AR at any and all ranges. One of the best in the entire game. Now, for the 5 attachment loadout, what you are going to have to do is remove the recoil springs. We're also going to remove the extended mag 2 option, and we're going to take away the infiltrator stock. We absolutely must keep the compensator on so we can maintain our recoil, but as you can see here, we are still going to have a solid class setup that you can rock if you want to run more perks or more streaks. and we can still obviously get the 3-shot kills with this. This is why this is one of the best assault rifles to use, both in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. Check it out now. For class setup number 3, we're taking a look at the JACKAL PDW, everybody's favorite SMG here in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. Now, we're not running an optic. The iron sights are amazing on this submachine gun. For the muzzle, we are going to run the compensator. For the barrel, we are going to be utilizing the reinforced barrel here. Nice to have improved bullet velocity and damage range. For the underbarrel, we are going to be rocking the Ranger foregrip so we can have improved horizontal recoil control and sprinting movement speed. We are going to be running and gunning. For the magazine, I do recommend putting on the extended mag 1 option just for a healthy 40 rounds. For the rear grip on all submachine guns, I highly recommend putting on the ergonomic grip. This is going to be improving that aim down sight speed, dive to fire speed, as well as slide to fire speed. For the stock, we are going to be running the balanced stock, which is going to be overpowered on the JACKAL PDW, giving us more strafing movement speed, hip fire movement speed altogether, and aim walking movement speed, all W's with this SMG. For the laser, we are going to be running the target laser to remove all of that aim auto sway and also bump up that aim walking steadiness. And then finally, for the fire mod, we are also going to be running recoil springs on this SMG as well for additional recoil control. Once you go ahead and build this 8 attachment loadout, you're going to be very pleased because we have a submachine gun that has a fast sprint out, ADS, aim walking movement speed is ridiculously fast, and we are going to have controllable recoil. One of the best SMGs in the entire game. This gun is so good that this class setup specifically is banned in ranked play. So go ahead and just destroy enemies with this no matter where they are on the map. Now, for the 5 attachment loadout, what we are going to be doing is removing the recoil springs, the target laser, as well as the extended mag 1 option. This is what I actually recommend using in multiplayer because this is going to be overall one of the best setups to use in the entire game, especially if you're trying to run more perks or run more streaks. You can't go wrong with this. This is why the JACKAL is so nasty, because no matter which way you go, the gun is broken. For class setup number 4, we're taking a look at one of the more underrated weapons here in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone, the Goblin MK2. This actually is one of the fastest killing guns in the entire game when you actually build the setup properly. For the optic, we are going to be utilizing the Kepler Microflex. For the muzzle, we are going to be putting on the ported compensator so we can have that first shot recoil control and vertical recoil control. This is a semi-automatic weapon, so it makes sense to put this on your setup. For the barrel, we are going to be running the long barrel so we can have the max damage range so we can get a consistent 3-shot kill with this AR. With the underbarrel attachment, we are going to be running the vertical foregrip. I wish we could put on the Ranger foregrip, but we do have to remove a lot of that horizontal recoil control this weapon does have. This is going to go ahead and smooth out the recoil pattern. For the magazine, luckily, this weapon has fantastic handling, so the extended mag 2 option is going to be a massive W, giving us a 40 round capacity. For the rear grip on all ARs, we're rocking that commando grip. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the combat stock because this is a semi-automatic assault rifle. Having that flinch resistance and aim walking movement speed is imperative on your loadout. And finally, for the fire mod, we are going to be putting on rapid fire to bump up that fire rate, giving us a faster time to kill. The cons are not going to be hurting this weapon's range, which is huge. This 8 attachment loadout is nasty because we do have a fast sprint out, ADS is nice, aim walking movement speed is respectable, and we are going to have a very easy to use assault rifle. I highly recommend going ahead and checking this out if you are trying to dominate at any and all ranges with a gun that is capable of getting consistent 3 shots, and it can also get a 2-shot kill to the head. So make sure you guys go ahead and build this setup if you're trying to absolutely dominate. As you guys can see, 3 shots at long ranges, 2 shots to the head. It is super effective. Now, for the 5 attachment loadout on the Goblin, if you do want to go ahead and run a 5 attachment loadout, what we are going to be doing is removing rapid fire. Unfortunately, we are going to go ahead and remove the extended mag 2 option, and we are going to go ahead and remove the long barrel. This is going to be strictly a mid-range assault rifle with this specific class setup. The 8 attachment is going to be better in my personal opinion, but as you can see, we still have great handling. We can still get the 2 shots and we can still get the 3 shots, but at extreme long ranges, it is not going to be a 3-shot kill. So I highly recommend going ahead and using this at those medium ranged maps as well as close range maps, especially if you have a trigger finger. You are going to have a lot of fun with this, and overall that is why I believe the Goblin MK2 is one of the more underrated weapons in the entire game. And finally, for class setup number 5, we're taking a look at the TANTO 22, one of the more underrated SMGs, but it is still packing a serious punch. We don't need to run an optic. The iron sights are amazing on this sub. For the muzzle, we absolutely must put on the compensator. For the barrel, we are going to be running the long barrel for that maximum damage range, giving us a consistent 3-shot kill. For the underbarrel, we are going to be utilizing the vertical foregrip to remove a lot of that horizontal recoil control. For the magazine, we are going to be running the extended mag 1 option, just giving us a healthy 40 rounds. For the rear grip, just like on all submachine gun loadouts, we are going to be running with the ergonomic grip. For the stock, we are going to be utilizing the infiltrator stock so we can walk around, aim down sight incredibly fast. For the laser, we are going to be utilizing the target laser so we can remove all of that aim idle sway and bump up that aim locking steadiness. And then finally, for the fire mod, I do recommend putting on rapid fire to bump up that fire rate, giving us an even faster time to kill. The cons are irrelevant. This 8 attachment setup is going to be perfect because we do have a build that does have a fast sprint out, ADS, and walking movement speed, and it is still going to have controllable recoil. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at the TANTO. As you can see, we can still get those 3-shot kills at closer ranges. This is one of the best SMGs to use, and honestly, not that many people are running it, and I don't know why. Now, for the 5 attachment loadout, you are going to have to remove the target laser. We're going to remove the infiltrator stock, and we're also going to remove the extended mag 1 option here. This is still going to be a solid class setup because we're still going to have the handling as well as the recoil control, and we're obviously going to be able to get those 3-shot kills as well. Definitely go ahead and give this submachine gun a try. It is seriously underrated, and you definitely should go ahead and take a look at it. These are the top 5 fastest TTK meta loadouts to use here in Black Ops 6. For all of my setups, I recommend running the Sierra 9mm. This is a great secondary to fall back on. Just in case you run out of ammo, we are going to use the knife we have on the stem shot, the blast trap, the assault pack, because we do not run scavenger, and we are rocking the flak jacket, dispatcher, and bankroll perk combination. Now, for the gunfighter builds, when you're running more than 5 attachments, you absolutely must run gunfighter to go ahead and do so. But if you don't want to run 5 attachments, feel free to put on perk greed, and there are a couple of perks that you could go ahead and equip. Slipstream is nice, Hunter's Instinct is nice, but I have really enjoyed going ahead and putting on Shadow, which allows me to run over proximity mines or any of the nonsense that is thrown on the map. And once you go ahead and actually put on Shadow, you're going to see that we have the strategist ability unlocked, which is going to be allowing you to have more score when playing the objective, which means more streaks, more kills, and an easier nuke. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at this combo when you are running just a 5 attachment class. But let's say you do not care to go ahead and run more perks, you can put on High Roller, and I highly recommend going ahead and using High Roller to have access to more streaks. And for the streaks, what you want to do is put on the UAV. You can put on the counter UAV as well. The Watchdog Helo is nice, and then obviously having on the Harp is going to be a nice option as well. Now, you can put on the War Machine as well and drop off the counter UAV for the Watchdog Helo. This is going to be a nice combination to get a lot of kills. Overall, you can't go wrong with this setup. I highly recommend going ahead and taking a look at these classes if you are trying to truly dominate here in Black Ops 6 as well as Warzone. If this vid does help you out, feel free, drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications, in your board ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.